this time I invite John Quinlan to come forward and say a few words on behalf of the family.
So there's 1% of me that still says it's a real life nightmare. I'm just gonna wake up. My brother's eulogy. Surreal. I want to thank everybody for coming here today on life of my brother. So many of you I haven't seen in years. I'd say over the past 2 weeks, I must have had thousands of phone calls, emails, text messages, people reaching out to me saying how sorry they are about his passing. Just last night, I received a message from former WWE superstar Marc Mero expressing how sorry he was about the loss of his brother. My brother was well liked by a whole lot of people. I also want to thank my son Troy, my cousin Eric, and Billy for the next reason, just everything in general. I want to thank the Massachusetts State Police, the Rose Police Department, the Rose Fire Department for their beyond rapid response on May 17, 2025. I also want to thank Eric at Robinson Funeral Home for his cooperation during this extremely difficult time. Special thanks to the Department of Homeland Security, Transportation Security Administration, and the Color Guard who being here today. He's what made my brother so happy. He'd be beyond happy to see all this and all of you. Throughout history, we always say to ourselves, what people are known for their kindness and generosity. Oftentimes we say, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Pope John Paul II. When I think kindness and generosity. I think of my brother. His heart was bigger than he was. He always put other people first before himself, always. My brother didn't have social media, he didn't need it. He did things not to get praise from others for his actions, but he did it because he wanted to, because that was my brother. He did it behind closed doors because he wanted to, because his heart was that big. That was my brother. My brother took great pride in his job. Love his job. Love his co-workers. We have holiday parties with the family. My brother was always working. So we'd always come right from work to the parties, and I remember when we'd come right from work directly to the parties, he'd have his uniform on. He'd leave with his uniform, he'd come to the party in his uniform, he would keep his uniform on the entire time. My brother was that proud to wear the uniform, kept it on the entire time. He was that proud of the uniform, he was that proud of the badge. That's who my brother was. When it came to me and my brother was, as I said, beyond kind and generous. He was always giving me things. It didn't matter if it was truck accessories, clothing, sunglasses, you name it, he was always here. Take this, here, have this, I want you to have this. That's how it was. I thought, what do you say when you do a eulogy? What do you say? How do you honor somebody in a short period of time? I said, what example can I give of generosity? I could be up here all day long. Dozens of acts of generosity that my brother would do. And I said, which one can I do that would tie adulthood to when we were little kids and his love for movies? Now, my brother loved 1980s movies, 1990s movies. He could recite any line of any movie verbatim better than anybody. And over the course of time, back in 1980s, when we didn't have social media, we had movies. So me and my brother would always watch movies, we'd debate and argue back and forth who was better. So the big thing back then was horror. Horror was a huge genre. The biggest guys in horror was Jason, Michael Myers, and Freddy. I was a Jason guy, my brother was a Michael Myers guy. So we'd argue back and forth who was better. My brother would argue all day long. So fast forward as time goes on a little bit, and through the years and we watched the stuff, I made reference to him on several occasions. I said, oh yeah, how great would it be one day I could be the actual Jason, that kind of character on the silver screen, I could play Jason myself. He said, oh, that'd be great, but Myers would still kill you. That's how it is. So this went on and on. So fast forward now, the story all ties together. A couple of years ago, there's an organization called B+ Foundation. B+ Foundation, it's an organization for sick children, children with life-threatening illnesses, children battling cancer. B+ Foundation raises money for these kids. They were doing this contest. A lot of people told me about the contest. So I didn't really know much about it. It was 4 kids. And I guess if you win the contest, you hook up with Kane. Now Kane, Hodder, he's the king. He's the icon of horror. So if you win the contest, you meet Kane. And so people would tell me to do it, so I joined in. I said if I could win the contest, I could hook up with Kane, and maybe that was supposed to fulfill the dream that I had of being the real Jason Voorhees of the silver screen. Which me and my brother thought was a childhood dream that me and my brother both shared. I could fulfill the dream that me and my brother had. So I joined in, doing the contest, so okay. And towards the end, I get crushed, get smoked. So I go to sleep, and I wake up the next day, and I say, first place. First place, won the round, and I just had my phone rings. My brother. Man, we really showed them, didn't we? What are you talking about? He says, now I'm putting 2 and 2 together. My brother made a substantial donation to the B+ Foundation, which pushed me to the next round. I never won anything in the end, but I said to myself, you didn't have to do that. So I didn't have to do that. I wanted to do that. I know how much it's meant to you. See, my brother remembered. My brother was smart. He remembered all the conversations we had as little kids. My brother, he mentioned this, that he could be this character on the screen, living the life and make it real. And if I can do my little job to make him that, I'm going to do it. My brother would trade his bank for me, and he did that. And I said, you didn't have to do that. He said, I did that because you're my brother. That's why I did that. That's who my brother was. That was my brother. All the time, every time. I'm going to miss his witty attitude, his opinions, and his imitations. I'm going to be honest, guys. The Christopher Walken imitation was by far the greatest Christopher Walken imitation I've ever seen. And I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that. I know a lot of times on weekends, I get together with my kids, we play this game called Top 10 Lists. We get together, we have some good food, we talk, and we all top 10 football players, top 10 baseball players, top 10 boxers. My brother, we have to involve him, we have to get him over there because he would always give the same answers. He'd always give the wild and crazy answer. That's the guy you want to be interested. What are you talking about? He gave his answers to him, just out of control. You know, greatest running back of all time. Personally, I said Sweetness. I said Walt Payton. My brother, Curtis Marc. He'd give you 1,000,000 stats and he would fight you to death. Greatest sport, Hendrick Motorsports. Not hockey, not baseball, football, basketball. Hendrick Motorsports. And he's the only guy, well, there's not many of them out there, but he said Andre the Giant is the greatest wrestler of all time. I haven't seen one guy yet that's told me that Andre is the greatest wrestler. That was my brother. He made it interesting. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that. One second. As a Catholic, I do believe there's a higher power. I believe in heaven. Right now, I believe my brother's in heaven. Your schedule is pretty busy. Just getting ready to play a game of pickup basketball at the Horace Mann Field with our late childhood friend, John Michael Hughes. Then it's off to a baseball game with his teammate, Michael Chaffee. Then it's on 18 holes of golf. My grandfather on the greatest course, he said, on God's green earth, Cranberry Valley and Cape. And I know for sure he's driving a better BMW up there than he did down here. My brother, he loved his cards. Loved cards. Even a watch. I was presented with his watch yesterday at the funeral home. It was the same watch from my Paul speaking of Kiss. Like I said, my brother was a cool cat. I miss that. Again, I thank everyone for being here today. I really do. It means a lot to me and my family. To see everybody here is really amazing. The messages and emails, phone calls, everything I've received over the past 2 weeks, incredible. And I thank you so much on behalf of myself and my family. I thank you. Times infinity. In closing, I say this is not goodbye. It's not goodbye. This is just it's a break in the road. It's just a break in the road. I'll see my brother once again. You'll all see my brother once again. You'll all see your loved ones again. It's just a temporary break. So I say this, my little brother, Brian William Quinlan. Until I see you on the other side, I love you, and I thank you for everything. Stay blessed.